The infamous scene that got Bewitched canceled. Bewitched was a comedy that aired on ABC from 1964 to 1972. Samantha, played by Elizabeth Montgomery, is the main character, a witch who married a mortal who disapproved of her using witchcraft. Fans loved the show, and there was plenty of behind-the-scenes drama throughout the show's run. If you love the show and want to learn more, you're in luck, because here's several interesting facts about the sitcom that you may have never known. Number 1. Elizabeth's pregnancy was hidden. Elizabeth Montgomery is a mother of 3, and only 2 of her pregnancies were written into the storyline. She was pregnant during season 1, but the network believed it would be inappropriate to have Samantha get pregnant so quickly after marrying Darrin. If this were to happen today, the network would have no problem showing her pregnancy on TV. This goes to show how far television has come over the years. Number 2. A New Darrin. Dick York played Darrin Stevens, Samantha's husband, for the series' first 5 seasons. Fans were shocked when season 6 began when Dick Sargent was playing Darrin. Sargent took over because while York was filming, they came to Pandora. He suffered a severe injury and tore several muscles on the right side of his back. The doctors tried to treat the actor's injuries with medication, but the meds didn't heal him completely, and he struggled to continue with the role, and producers had Sargent take over. Number 3. The end of Dick York's Darrin. While filming the show's 5th season, Dick York tried to film even though he had a 105-degree fever. The flickering spotlight was too much for the actor, and he had a seizure on set. Dick was rushed to the hospital for treatment, and the beloved actor resigned to focus on his health. His fans were disappointed with the recast, but Dick Sargent proved himself quickly. Number 4. Agnes Moorehead didn't like the new Darrin. Agnes Moorehead played Samantha's mother and Dora throughout the show's run. When Dick Sargent replaced Dick York, Agnes wasn't happy about it and didn't try to hide it from the new Darrin. When Chicago Online interviewed York, he discussed the situation. According to Sargent, while filming the 3rd or 4th episode of Season 6, Agnes said they should never meddle with success in front of a group of people, including Sargent. He was sure that her comment was about him and the recast. Number 5. Elizabeth was ready to retire. Elizabeth Montgomery had enough of Hollywood before filming the first scene of Bewitched. She didn't even want to take the role at first. After some convincing by her husband, Bill Asher, who was also the show's producer, Elizabeth decided to take the part. It's good that the actress changed her mind because it's impossible to picture any other actress playing Samantha Stevens. Number 6. Dick York was in love with Elizabeth. Off-screen romances aren't uncommon in Hollywood, but love didn't blossom on the set of Bewitched. It would have, however, if Dick York had his way. While filming the show, he fell deeply in love with Elizabeth Montgomery, but the feeling wasn't mutual. Elizabeth was already married to the show's producer, which made time on the set uncomfortable for the actress. Some people believe this was the reason York left the show, but the real reason was his medical problems. Number 7. ABC tried to make fans accept the new Darrin. After Dick York's injury, he developed a painkiller addiction. Between the constant pain and his addiction, York decided to leave the show. The execs were worried that fans wouldn't accept Dick Sargent as the new Darrin, so they devised a plan to ease fans into seeing a new actor in the role. Before the start of Season 6, ABC ran every episode that York didn't appear in. They hoped that this would help fans forget about the old Darrin and accept the new one. Number 8. Elizabeth Montgomery had an affair on set. Elizabeth didn't return Dick York's feelings when he was in love with her, but she did have an on-set affair. The actress was married to the show's producer, Bill Asher. Rumors were going around that Bill had cheated on Elizabeth multiple times and the marriage was falling apart. Bill's infidelity led to Elizabeth having an affair with the show's other producer, Richard Michaels. Elizabeth and Richard stayed together for 2 years while her marriage to Bill crumbled. Number 9. The stars got drunk on set. If a star got drunk on set today, filming would shut down, and the actor or actress would have a lot of explaining to do. If a scene calls for the actors to drink, a non-alcoholic beverage similar to the drink the character consumes is used. In the 60s and 70s, drinking on the set wasn't a big deal. When a character on Bewitched had a drink in their hands, actual alcohol was used, and the cast members were pretty tipsy by the time the scene was filmed. This behavior is a huge no-no today. Number 10. Elizabeth Montgomery wasn't the first choice for Samantha. Elizabeth didn't want to take the role of Samantha at first, and her husband helped get her on board. It's hard to imagine any other actress playing Samantha Stevens, but it almost happened. Tammy Grimes was the first choice for the role, but she decided not to take the part because of Samantha's motivations. She didn't understand why Samantha didn't cure all the problems in the world with her magic since she was so powerful and couldn't take the role. Some people thought this was silly because it was a sitcom after all. Number 11. Samantha's nose wiggle. Samantha was famous for the nose wiggle that allowed her to activate her magic. If you ask any of the show's female fans, they'll likely say that they've tried the nose twitch in the mirror at least once. According to Erin Murphy, who played Samantha's daughter, Tabitha, Elizabeth didn't wriggle her nose and wriggled her upper lip instead. The show's producer and director claimed it was just a nervous twitch. Whatever the cause, the nose wiggle is an essential part of the show. Number 12. Standing in place. When Samantha used her magic, she would raise her arms while things changed around her. She had to stay there, standing with her arms up, while the crew manipulated the set around her to make it look like the spell was working. This left the actress standing with her arms straight up for quite a while, which had to get really tiring after a while. Today, fancy camera work and editing provide the same result, and it's much faster and a lot less tiring. Number 13. Trouble between Elizabeth and Agnes. Samantha and Pandora were as close as any mother and daughter can be. However, the relationship between Elizabeth and Agnes Moorehead, who played her mother, wasn't always quite as tight. In fact, there was plenty of animosity between the two. One day, Agnes was acting out on set, and Elizabeth called her out for her behavior. When Agnes gave Elizabeth a dirty look immediately after, Elizabeth didn't allow it and told her co-star not to look at her that way. It seems that Dick Sargent wasn't the only person Agnes had a problem with on set. Number 14. Alice Pierce kept acting until she died. Literally. Alice Pierce played Gladys, Samantha and Darrin's nosy neighbor. With all the magic going on in the Stevens home, Gladys often caused problems. Alice Pierce was the first actress to play the character and continued filming while battling cancer. She was so dedicated to her craft that she filmed the day the cancer killed her. Sandra Gould took over the role after Alice passed, and 2 months after she died, Alice won an Emmy for outstanding performance by an actress in a supporting role in a comedy. Number 15. The real reason Dick York's Darrin was often sitting or laying. After Dick York was injured on a movie set, he tried to continue filming Bewitched, but it wasn't easy. The actor had to use special furniture on set, and his co-stars had to help him get around. When the pain became too severe, the writers had York sitting or lying down in most of his scenes. When the pain got to be too much and his addiction to painkillers worsened, he voluntarily left the show. Number 16. The Murphy twins are the show's only surviving original cast members. Aaron and Diane Murphy took turns playing Samantha and Darrin's adorable and magical daughter, Tabitha. They were the youngest main cast members, as the on-screen couple's son, Adam, wasn't a series regular. When Bernard Fox, who played Dr. Bombay, died in 2016, the Murphy twins became the last living cast members and were regulars at Bewitched conventions. Number 17. Elizabeth's dual role. Elizabeth Montgomery was the show's star, and she played another role on the show. The actress also played Elizabeth's cousin, Serena. When the show's credits ran, viewers saw that Serena was played by Pandora Spocks, which is a play on Pandora's box from the ancient Greek religion. The makeup artist did a great job making Serena look different than Samantha. Number 18. Pandora Spocks got fan mail. When Elizabeth was told she would play Samantha and her cousin Serena, she asked that Pandora Spocks would be credited for the role. The hair and makeup team did such a great job disguising Elizabeth that many fans believed that a different actress played Serena, and fan mail came in that was addressed to Pandora. When it came out that Elizabeth and Pandora were the same people didn't believe it. Number 19. Low ratings wasn't the reason the show was canceled. Many shows end because of lost viewership and low ratings, but this wasn't the case with Bewitched. You aren't going to hear about the infamous scene that got Bewitched canceled either. The show was renewed for 2 more years before ending in 1972, and Elizabeth Montgomery was the reason. The actress didn't want to continue with the series, and her crumbling marriage was one of the reasons. Her marriage to the show's producer was falling apart, mainly due to infidelity, making life on the set miserable, so she called it quits.